uses neuroimaging to investigate structural abnormalities in individuals with bipolar disorder. Now, individuals with bipolar disorder experience symptoms of mania or hyperactivity and impulsive decision-making, along with symptoms of depression or sadness and lack of motivation. And these are presented as extremes of mood that run as a cycle with some phases of normal or balanced mood. But the disruption of regulation of mood suggests that maybe connections in the brain that are critical for decision-making and processing emotions may be impaired. So my work examines these disrupted connections with a new method of looking at the brain. Now, another project I'm working on is investigating individuals with bipolar disorder and multiple sclerosis. As there are higher rates of individuals with bipolar disorder in the MS population than in the general population alone. And so there may be these underlying brain abnormalities that have yet to be identified. Now, common symptoms of MS include motor deficits and muscle weakness, but there are these associated symptoms that are hallmarks of bipolar disorder. And this image to the right represents an individual with both disorders, and these bright spots are inflammations due to the MS. And this inflammation is located in the frontal part of the brain. So the frontal part of the brain functions for critical thinking, decision-making, and processing emotions. So I want to take a closer look at how these disrupted connections might influence the presentation of bipolar disorder. And I want to do this by mapping the brain. So current methods for imaging include identifying the structures of the brain and tracking the paths of the brain. But I want to combine these two to essentially create a roadmap to the brain. Then, after mapping the series of connections, I need a measure of how well connected it is. So one measure of connectivity is the shortest path length. So from this brain region to this brain region, the shortest path would be the blue path. But in individuals with bipolar disorder, the path may be impaired and the connection disrupted. So in my work comparing these brain maps of individuals with bipolar disorder and healthy individuals, the results show this disrupted connectivity in this brain region that mediates emotion and decision-making. And so I've been able to complete this research and find these disrupted connections and using this new method of analyzing the brain. And I also hope to carry out this novel method in my study of bipolar disorder and multiple sclerosis. Thank you.